keep that going. They're doing a full. Woo! Woo! Welcome, y'all. You might have to press that button to get that green light going for you. Now it's green.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm getting settled. I, like 3 minutes ago, went back there and said, the room is full, it's packed. And then I came out and it was even fuller.
Yay.
So welcome to all of you, and of course, welcome to all of you. So to get things kicked off, I know this is a common question, but it is so close to my heart. Can you all share your casting stories and auditioning for the great game and how you got here?
Can I ask a question first?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can I take a video of all of you?
Yes. Woo!
Cheer really loud like you like Final Fantasy or something.
Yeah! Woo! Woo!
Excellent. You no longer have to fake liking Final Fantasy. I know. That's great. I love that. Battle music.
Or fun.
Who wants to share their casting story first?
You, honey.
Oh, yes, you! All right, okay. Let's see. I was working in film and TV as like an on-camera actor, and I was also streaming and playing video games, and then I just got a random audition in my email, and I was like, oh, I've never auditioned for voiceover before, but I'd love to give it a try. I knew what it was for, even though it was all secret, and so I knew I was never going to book it in a million years, and I don't know, 6 years later, here I am.
Woo!
Is this on? Oh, there we go. What do you mean?
Like, you have to like kiss the mic, basically.
Yeah. That's like what I have to do with the Final Fantasy. Justin's always like closer to the mic. And it don't move closer, actually. Story, I guess. I just auditioned for it like any other video game. And then I did not hear for about 2.5 to 3 months. And then when I finally got the call, I was like, what audition? Because you do so many voiceover auditions, and it's like kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping one thing sticks. And then I feel like once I got the role, they were like, great, can you come in tomorrow? We're gonna start recording. And I feel like from then on, it was really off to the races. But yeah, I mean, truly a dream project, dream role, and I like never want it to end.
Aw. Yay!
I remember watching my roommates play Remake actually during the pandemic, and I was like, this is such a cool game. I would want to be just a cat in this, or anything at all to be in this. But then when I had moved to LA to pursue my acting career, I got an email for the audition for Yuffie, and they were casting a very wide net, so even though, I hadn't really done anything yet, I went with my heart for what I thought she would be like, and now we're here.
Yay!
So what was it like finding your own characterization of these characters that had such like a nostalgia and familiarity for folks? In some cases, they maybe didn't have a voice yet, and you were finding their voices to start.
It was very nerve-wracking. I mean, these are iconic characters that you all have loved for 20 plus years, and they have had previous voice actors for different types of iterations, so like Advent Children and Kingdom Hearts, etc., etc. So I know I listened to the previous voice actors, and I listened to her Japanese voice actress, Maya Sakamoto, an absolute legend, and tried to honor what was, and also bring something fresh to it, bring myself to it, and honor the script as well. So yeah, it was just kind of a combination of that.
Yeah, same. I think also in the beginning it was a lot of like figuring out the voice, finding what we were gonna make Tifa sound like. And I do think Remake, I was just a little more on edge in general because it is such a huge IP, such big shoes to be stepping in. And I know like any project where you meet so many people who are like, I've been playing this game since I was 7 years old, or I felt like I really wanted to do right by the fans, and so the pressure was so high. So I feel like for Rebirth, once it was released in the world and people had gotten, I think, used to these interpretations, I felt like I could relax and have a lot more fun. Because we're like, okay, we know her, we got the voice, we're ready to go. So that was like the big difference for me, at least, coming back for Rebirth.
Yeah, I had actually, well, I knew about Final Fantasy for a long time. Final Fantasy X was what got me into video games in the first place. So throughout the years, I got exposed to the voices before. Yuffie appeared in Kingdom Hearts and Advent Children very briefly. But really, I knew that the remake was basically a reimagining of the whole story. So rather than draw from the previous, I knew it was going to be its own thing. So I just took the cornerstones of what I knew about her personality, which was energetic and sassy and bratty, and also has a little bit of childlike vulnerability. So I just sort of pulled that in and tried to make that my own. And this is the Yuffie that we know today, and I'm so grateful to be part of her story.
Susie, you mentioned that you stream, and I know that you do as well, Brianna, and I read that both of you had waited to play the game until you could stream it with followers. So can you talk about the experience of playing the game with yourself with people that had followed and supported you in that creative context?
There's really no words for how crazy it is, because when we record, we're sitting in a booth completely alone in front of a microphone, and we give 3 takes, and the director usually gives us a redirection, and we do it a few more times, and then you just do that what feels like forever, and then the game goes into the world, and you all finally get to experience the joy. And for all of the hard work that we did, even though it's a dream job, it has its challenges. The fun part for us is experiencing it with you. And so being able to stream the game, it has so many layers of nostalgia and joy and community. It's just really, really special. So trust me, every time anyone pops into my stream and says, you know, I love this game, I love your performance, she's my favorite character, the scene is my favorite, it's a joy for me too to be able to hear your experiences, because it just kind of, we kind of amplify each other's love for the game and the stories. So truly, that's the best part.
Yeah, exactly the same. I remember when I first streamed Intermission, everything was new to me. I mean, I hadn't seen any of the footage before, so I was just as much in awe as the rest of you when you were playing it for the first time. And it's such a special experience to share those moments with people who are just as excited and in love with the game as you are. So, yeah.
Brianna, you mentioned that when you all record these, you're not with each other. You're alone in the booth, and so when you're at these conventions, I imagine this is one of the few times that you all get to travel and be together. And I had read a lovely quote by you about how you're a mosaic made of all the pieces of the women you admire. So acknowledging that we have a stage of 3 incredibly talented women in the video game industry, can you all talk about what it's like to be able to get to have these opportunities together?
I mean, it's really beautiful. I hadn't really done conventions before last year because our first game came out in 2020 when conventions were all canceled. So the past year of doing conventions has been incredibly special, not only because this is really our only chance to get to know each other, but now we're all very close friends, and I
forget that, yeah.
I know, like we didn't know each other until we started doing cons. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I know I could rely on these girls for anything, and I just feel so warm, not only towards these girls, but the rest of our castmates, but also it's really cool to be part of the larger voiceover network. Every single voice actor I've ever met is so sweet. It's just like, it's such a close, tight-knit community because it's all good people that are all really focused on love and storytelling and community. It's really nice.
So that's something I really didn't expect. It was a dream role, of course, a dream job, but the everything else of it is really actually the best part.
It's funny you mentioned, first time doing conventions, because I had been doing, not too many, but I had started doing them, and then I was thinking to myself, where is the Final Fantasy VII cast? Why aren't they coming out here? I don't see them at any conventions. So, I feel so blessed to be able to travel with these girls and everybody else, because I don't know what Square did, but they assembled the most amazing cast of humans ever.
Shout out to Rita.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and I just find it so incredible how each of us sort of embody the character. We all almost even look like them sometimes. But yeah, I just think it's so cool. And like you said, we can rely on each other and we become good friends over this period of time. And yeah, I feel really lucky to be here with these guys.
So y'all, we're gonna open it up to audience questions in just a moment. There is a microphone right in the center, so I'll ask that you please line up there. This is incredible, the amount of people in this room, so I think we have to acknowledge we might not get to everyone's question. However, you all are gonna be at the autograph tables through the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
So if we don't get to your question, that is a great opportunity to head up and ask that question. Yep, you can head up to the microphone.
Don't be shy.
All right, so as people are making their way up, we'll start with our first question. Please share your name and where you're from and let us know your question. And I think curve that way, our left, your right, because I think we're gonna hit the wall eventually.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Move over a bit.
Hi.
My question is, do you guys get any creative pull on what kind of lines you could say? Like, especially Brianna, did you ever beg the directors to say, this guy are sick?
No, no, we get none. we don't write anything, and in fact, it's such a technical process because we're localizing from Japanese. So everything's written in Japanese, the Japanese voice actors perform it, and then we're given it after that, and we are given the Japanese voice actors in our headphones before we say every single line, and we have to emulate the tone, the energy, and exactly the timing. So we don't really get to add very much at all. Maybe it's weird to say it if you don't know voice acting, but you can add a smile on the line. But if you try to add a laugh in the middle of the line, that's not allowed. So it's really very specific.
Could you say the line just once? And
This guy are sick.
Best meme of FF7 Rebirth.
Hi.
My name is Dylan. Honor to meet you all. Question towards Brianna. I love the No Promises to Keep song in the credits. Would you be able to
No.
just provide? All right then. backup
Listen,
question.
I get asked that a lot. You want me to sing the song?
Let's do a backup
I
question.
can't. I can't sing the song only because I literally physically can't. It's a very challenging song, and Lauren Allred is a all-star. All-star. Sure, that works. Yeah, she's amazing, and I just don't have the vocal talent.
Time for a backup question.
Hit me with it.
How did it feel during a point of uncertainty when Remake came out that you had pretty much Remake to play?
What?
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Sorry.
COVID, Remake came
Yeah.
out. How did it feel that you had all the time in the world to play it?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Did we have all the time in the world? I mean, we were
We
all
were in
home.
a time capsule. And
I know, we were all home, but I think for the most part, we were kind of all playing Animal Crossing.
I will admit that now. That was my
Coming
pandemic.
soon, Love Island Animal Crossing.
No, I took a little bit before I started playing Remake because I wanted to give you all a chance to play it before watching my stream. Yeah.
All right,
Thank you so much.
no problem. And once again, thank you for everything you guys do.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. Here, it's nice to meet you both, all these three, including you as the host of Luxury today. Absolutely stunning. My name is Harold. I came all the way here from Miami, Florida. I'm with my sister right over there.
Hello. All the way from Miami, Florida.
Okay. Also, Brittany, I knew if you're in that Netflix show Glow, I really love that show. I just wish they never canceled it during the pandemic. I mean, we should have seen more of it. But you do like a really great job as the daughter of the king.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Spoiler! Thank you so much.
The show came back and we would have seen like so many possibilities. But I'm glad that you're doing a great job here as one of the characters on Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It's an amazing, like taking that game of one of the greatest games in the PS1 library, Final Fantasy 7, and expanding it in so many aspects. And I also have another question: Who voices Aerith? Who voices Aerith? I know that there's something to say this. How is that? I mean, how do you describe that feeling when you hear that within the scene where Aerith was giving the flower to Cloud, and you hear that piano keys? Dun, dun, dun.
I cry every time. I know I'm not alone when I say that, right?
Yeah.
There's something about those three keys gets you.
It's that amazing feeling, like you're trying to hold it back, and I drink so much water just to hold it back, but it's no avail.
Thank you
But that
so
feeling,
much.
It hits you like a wall, like it just hits you like a wall in the field.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. I think hearing the impact of the music.
Also, one more thing, I got a question for all of you.
Oh.
How about those Florida Panthers?
Back to back.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this on? Yes, sorry, I can't hear. Hi, my name is Lisa.
Lisa? Oh my god.
Lisa.
Oh my gosh, very close.
And my question is one that's really been on my mind. Can we maybe have a glimpse of what the voice stuff that Aerith and Tifa on the ship talked about?
Voice stuff. I don't know, what was it? Listen, they always just make fun of Cloud.
Yeah.
With love, so much love. It's never mean, but we love those parts of the game.
I know.
Maybe for you guys. Maybe our pack joke about.
Well, he's so sullen a lot of it that I feel like they need to kind of poke at him. Yeah, come on.
Well, I love the friendship between Aerith and Tifa. It means everything. I love that they're not pitted against each other and they love each other.
Yeah. And what is said among us, has to stay among us, unfortunately. Girl talk is honor amongst sacred. Thank you, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, I love the week.
I'm back, ladies.
Hey!
So I'm Genesis. I'm right off of Miami as well. And my question is, now that you guys are the voices of these iconic and beloved characters, what did you learn about the character that you take away today? It impacts you in your decision making, future roles that you may think of, or situations that you say, you know what would Tifa, Aerith, or you people do if they were my shoes?
That's hard. That's so deep.
Well, Susie, remember I told you I said I had a question for you guys.
That's a really hard one. I think, beneath Yuffie's exterior, she's actually really just a kid, and she's kind of scared sometimes of what she's gonna do, but I think she swallows her pride. In that beginning scene where she's about to enter Midgar, she's like, okay, Yuffie, you got this. And then she just collects herself and tells herself that she can do it. I think that's something that I want to bring with me for the future as well.
Yeah, I love Tifa's goals, #goals for me. I feel like in many ways. So I have enjoyed spending many hours with her over the years because I just think she's like incredibly empathetic and maybe more in control of her emotions than my like Italian self. So I try to like, you know, maybe take a beat, maybe try to be more like Yuffie too, to like gather myself. But yeah, I think her bravery, even when she maybe is fearful of something, is like something I try to bring in. And yeah, I just like love, she's a character that I love living in. When I leave the session, I'm like, oh, I feel great. It's not like a villain where you're like, okay, you rap, and you're like, get that energy off of me. So yeah, no, Tifa's like an amazing place mentally to be in. I just, you know, want to be like her.
My favorite character.
I think for me, I love how much Aerith represents hope, but for me, she also represents joy, even when, and especially when things are very hard. You know, Aerith has had a very hard life, and I'm lucky to say that I haven't, but I still go through my challenging days like we all do. And Aerith will always make a joke or tease somebody, or, you know, gotta look forward, not back. She's always focused on finding joy because life is so short. And so that's something that I would love to absorb some more of.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Pedro. I came here from Miami, Florida.
Gosh,
yeah,
you guys.
very far. I know. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. This is kind of a dream come true for me as someone who's been following FF7 for 10 years now, ever since I first played the original game and the remake was announced. So I don't even know if this is a question that could be answered now. What are you guys going to take after this entire journey is over? After 3 comes out and there's no more? I know it's a sad question.
One hard question after another.
No, it'll never end, right? DLCs! If only there could be a game 4.
I feel like I'll take the friendships.
Yes.
Yeah, like that will outlast, I think. I hope, you know. So that's
absolutely.
that's like the best part of, it's always sad when a project ends, but even like Glow, what we were saying, like I'm still so close with those girls. They were just over my house last week. So it's like, that's the best part of projects for me, when you get to meet other actors, because it's a really isolating industry in general. LA is really isolating. So I hope that for many years we'll be like old ladies, like.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the question, guys.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Bye.
My name is Sasha. Evil Eye. I just have a real quick question to ask you. What has been the most memorable moment for you guys in this entire journey? The casted, the panels, the relationship that you guys have. What's the one thing that comes out?
One thing that stands out. When I got cast for the first time, I think I literally just knelt to my knees, fell to my knees, and started crying. Because I knew from this moment this was such a special project, and that Yuffie was my first audition moving to LA, and so it literally saved me to be in this profession, because if I did not book Final Fantasy, if I was not Yuffie, then I don't think I would have been on the career path that I am on now. So I'm very grateful to be here.
I don't know, maybe rapping remake for me, because I remember I was like crying. It was just, I felt like kind of what you were mentioning with projects, they're so intimate when you're making them. It's like you and just the team. And then when they're like, all right, we're done, it's so out of our hands as actors.
Did
and
they
it's like,
warn you when your last session was gonna be?
yes.
Okay, because I didn't know until I went in and they were like, great, see you never.
Oh.
We're done.
So I at least got the moment of like, oh God. But it's just vulnerable. You work so hard and then you're like, it's out of my hands. I hope everyone doesn't hate it. So I don't know, that just stuck with me. I like loved playing her. I was hoping that it would be well received and we would get to come back, and luckily we did. But yeah, I loved that.
I think for me, I don't know if it's the most memorable because it's hard to judge. Obviously, we've had amazing times as friends. All of the press demo events and just everything that we've been able to do is amazing. But I distinctly remember when, shortly after I had been cast, maybe a couple sessions in, I distinctly remember sitting at my stream desk and like looking at my wall and seeing like Uncharted posters and The Last of Us posters and like Mass Effect posters and thinking like, there are gonna be people who have posters of my character on their wall. And like, what? That's like still crazy to me. So I'll probably never forget that moment.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Daniel. I'm your guy.
Hello, you guys.
Thank you. So my question is, of course, in Rebirth, you go to the Golden Saucer and you go on your date. So who are y'all picking?
I know. Red 13. So I can pet him.
What about Pete Sith?
That's hard. My husband just walked in, so the timing was impeccable. He's back there like, who is she picking? Taking notes. I wonder.
Is here like the original or no voices, just all the
Okay, all right.
Well, I don't know. I almost want to say like the girls. I wish we could just go up there and like, and like gossip. That's what my answer would be in an ideal world. The three of us, just like, screw everyone else. Screw the boys.
Are you asking in real life or in the game?
In the game.
In the game.
In real life. I guess him. I don't know.
Well, okay, so when I'm streaming, I have people that are so panicked about the choices that I'm making that might lead me to go on the date with Tifa on accident. Then they'll like DM me on Instagram. Any of you in here DM me on Instagram saying, don't make this choice because you'll have to date Tifa? I would love to go on a date.
Have to date?
Why is that like a bad thing? Well, they just want me to experience my role. And I'm like, yes, okay, fair. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get Aeriths in my playthrough, but you know, you never know.
Listen, something might happen also on that date. Which no one told me. There was they don't tell us anything until the game comes out. I'm like, wow, would have been nice to know.
Important context.
If you don't record anything, they're like, you're blind.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, hey again, Dan.
Going. See you around.
See you soon.
Hello. My name's Alyssa. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My question is to the three of you, and I kind of asked this to Miss White yesterday as well, the flower. I know that in the original 7, one of the things that some of the developers regretted is not being able to delve into the female friendships more, especially between Aerith and Tifa. Getting to do these roles and kind of remake the game in a way, how did you feel about being able to portray that strong female friendship better to the audience as well?
I mean, I was scared at first that we were going to be pitted like against each other like catty females, because you know, to a certain degree, video games have evolved a lot, but sometimes a little bit not. You know, stereotypes still exist, tropes still exist, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's a great joy to be able to portray something a little bit different, new, modern, wholesome, and realistic. I mean, we're seeing. These girls are saving the world together. They are not thinking about jealousy or hating each other. They're a team. They're working together. You know, I would think that's realistic.
Yeah, I mean, I love their friendship, and I agree. They're fighting together. They're on the same team. And I think what I love about Final Fantasy, because I'm not like a huge gamer, and I felt like it wasn't really an inclusive, like as a young girl, I wasn't really getting the message that this is a space for me, because so many games don't really have many female, leads. And so I think Aerith and Tifa are such amazing, like strong fighters, smart women, each in their own right. And so, yeah, it does bum me out when they are like pinned against each other. I think they're just two amazing women, and I love their friendship. So I'm Team Aerith Tifa, okay?
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two queens can exist.
Yeah, there we go. Just watching
And
the
one
three of you.
princess.
Just watching the three of you interact on stage, like we have entered the era of like women and female presenting people supporting one another, and so this game is a reflection of like maybe things are starting to catch up in pop culture as well. Hi.
Hi, my name is Alexandria, Ria for short. I am a little bit north in Palm Beach County. So my question is to all three of you. As women in the creative space, unfortunately, women are put under a microscope. So there's no way to really escape hard criticisms that are ultimately not fair. How do you navigate that, especially considering the fact that it's hard to escape social media and all of that crap? So how do you manage that as women in this space?
That's a tough question.
Yeah. I mean, we all deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that we can really do is not get too engaged with social media, because it is just a space, you know, like it is a vacuum essentially, and we can't let those things get us down, because you know it doesn't represent us, and if people throw hateful comments or anything towards us, that's, you know, nothing that we can do, and it doesn't reflect on us as people. So
yeah, I try to like pop in, pop out, you know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like tweet out and I'm like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
This can hurt my feelings, this place. So yeah, I try to just like not engage that much, but I think it's easier because I'm not really like a streamer or any, you know, I think, yeah, it's easier to just like keep my head down. But you don't want to get affected, because in real life, like everyone's so lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I try to categorize any negativity or criticism I get into two categories: criticism that I care about and criticism that I don't care about. If they don't like my voice or my work, and they don't say why, or they just, you know, for whatever reason don't like it, okay, I don't actually care about that criticism. The way I categorize criticism or critique or anything like that I genuinely care about, even just opinions, is it aligned with my values? Like, is what they're saying have to do with my kindness, my respectfulness, my, you know, easy to work with? Like, if I'm getting criticism from a director that like, oh, you're not being respectful, which I've never gotten that, but just as an example.
Maybe.
I would have to take that on and
do you have
say,
Discord?
oh, he's not a hater, he's just helping me, you know, critiquing me and telling me how I could be easier to work with in the future. But if I hear someone on social media say you're ugly, I'm like, well, that's not a value of mine, so I don't actually care about your opinion, you know? So I try to categorize it in that way when I get opinions from other people about how I should move forward in the world. I think about, do I care about this, or do I not?
Yeah, it's navigating with your head held high.
Yeah, exactly, because a lot of people will say things as a reflection of themselves, not as a reflection on actually anything I'm doing. And other people see you through a lens of their life and their experiences that you have no control over. So even though it is hard as a woman in this industry, as a woman in the world, in life, everybody is going through that in their own way. You know, we all have our personal challenges and privileges, and we have to navigate as best we can. Like Britt said, most people are pretty cool. You know, like everybody in this room, pretty cool.
That's why cons are so great though, because the internet, when you're on there, it's like, whoa, this is scary. And then you get to go to these and like meet people and hear them speak, and it's just like so awesome. So the more I can touch grass, you know, the better.
The more you go to cons.
Touch grass, go to cons.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Woo!
I have a question for all three of you, but firstly I'd like to say I'm pretty sure I can speak for the majority of us. You all did such an amazing job with this. It's like all three of you, I would say, have helped inspire me in order to try and pursue voice acting myself. So I was wondering if there's like any tips you could provide for actually getting into that, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
That's my question.
Me? Oh, she's in everything. She's super talented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. I always say that, voice acting or acting in general is really about playing the long game. You know, it's about not taking rejection at face value. The people who are working and are still working consistently are the people who just never gave up, no matter how many rejections that you get. You know, I may seem to appear in so many things, but for that many things, I've been rejected 10,000 more times. And, you know, you really have to get out of your head for things like that. That didn't answer how to get into voice acting, I'm sorry. But
I'll be taking that advice, Susie, thank you.
Yes. Does anyone else?
I don't know how I got here. Miami, baby, right? Hey, I need some of that energy. If I ever fit in some beach time over here.
Yeah, but Eric with the chair.
Yeah, I need the segue though. Yeah. Honestly, I need that to get through this. Truly, this con. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the beach scene too, but you know, I also like the part in Dark Canoe with Eric with the chair.
Oh yeah,
true.
Jared, that's a classic.
Jared. Amazing. The best shit. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You ladies are awesome, and Susie, I love you, and Chloe Diaz, Rosa.
Oh, hell yeah, thank you.
Hi there.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous.
It's okay.
I just want to say that I'm happy to see you all again, and I feel like it's a dream to meet you all, especially Brianna White, because you guys made me fall in love with FF7 Rebirth, and I love you so much. I'm sorry. This is just a bit emotional.
You're in good company. Everyone here feels acting.
Everyone loves
That's so wonderful to hear.
Anyways, I just have like a funny question to ask. Do you guys think that the story of Final Fantasy VII would be different if everyone swapped roles? Like maybe Eric was the protagonist, or maybe Yuffie was Cloud, for example. Let's say.
That's fun.
It would be different.
It would definitely be different.
I feel like Yuffie's energy is similar to Zach's energy.
I think so.
So if she was Cloud, it'd be like Long Crisis Core.
Right? You'd be like, what the heck is going on here?
Gaga.
I don't know. What do you feel like?
Yeah. I'd be into it. I want to see more of that. Yeah, Yuffie, let's go.
Let's go. Main character Yuffie, let's go.
Sorry, Cloud. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, and I love you all again, especially you, Brianna. And you too.
Hi there.
Did was about like alternate universes, and I played a like lead character, and then I got to play the evil alternate reality version of her. That was so fun. I love playing a villain, especially like a juicy, relatable villain that has like a great evil laugh. That's what I want so badly. Give the laugh.
I love to do a Disney, I'm a Disney adult, what am I gonna say? So, yeah, I would love to do like a Disney animated project, anything really. I feel like that's like what got me into acting, watching like, you know, me, little, watching all that. So, that would be a dream. Let's all tweet at Disney. You think they'll see that?
No, don't let Disney touch it.
I want to be a magical girl. Yeah. I know Yuffie kind of transforms, but it's not, you know. Yeah, I'd love to shout the attack names and, you know, transform. That'd be really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there. My name's Naomi. I'm from South Florida, and it's good for you that I haven't had a chance to voice
iconic. So, I mean, my favorite line is, here, this is for you. Because it's one of the first things Aaron says to Cloud. It's your intro to this character. And it was one of the first things we ever recorded. And it was such a challenge for me as a completely brand new voice actor who'd never done anything. I remember in the studio, they told me, you're whistling on your Fs. Did you know that you did that? And I was like, no. They were like, can you stop? And I was like, no. But then it came out in the trailer, and it was such a beautiful moment. Like, the audio engineers always do their magic. So that's my favorite line.
I think also one of the first things I recorded was like Tifa on the train in Remake, where she's trying to like save the Shinra employees, and Barrett's like, who cares? And she's like, I don't want anyone else to die. And then she pushes them aside and turns around and is like, my turn. And that was like also one of the first, and like just an iconic moment for Tifa, because she's like soft and motherly and caring about people, and then can turn around and just be like, I'm gonna rip you up, man.
Memorable, so many, but I think one that keeps sticking with me is a very sad one. If you have all played Intermission, the end of Intermission. I don't know, the pain! I could not stop crying, and I didn't know it was going to happen, so when I learned that it was, I was in that emotional space. So the acting was quite authentic, where I was like, so yeah, it was very impactful for me. Thank you.
And Sohan's voice actor is actually here.
Yes.
He's not on this panel,
Yes,
but
he
Alice Lee is here, so you can go to meet
Out
people
there.
too.
If you can get in line, it's a long line.
Hello, I'm Tyler. I'm from an hour out of here about. And honestly, the thing I want to ask is because, like you all said, during the pandemic is when a lot of this came out. I remember spending most of my high school where I wasn't able to talk to anyone, didn't really have friends because of that. And playing Final Fantasy VII kind of really, like the remake specifically was my introduction. I was obsessed. A lot of it that really got me, and I think this is something that's very important. What made Final Fantasy VII so great was the dynamics between the characters. Avalanche is what makes Final Fantasy VII. So, as voice actors, what was it like playing off of people in different casting rooms? How was it to voice act, trying to create dynamics when you can't necessarily hear or know exactly how the people around you are going to be playing it?
I think as long as we have an understanding of each of the character and their motivations and how they are, it's pretty easy to imagine, you know, because like I can hear John every time I see Barrett's name pop up in his line. I can hear almost exactly how he's going to deliver it, and so it makes it, it's kind of like pretend, you know, in your head, where it's like, oh, Britt is talking to me, or Brianna's talking to me. I can hear it just exactly how it would play out, and that's how I kind of talk back in Yuffie's voice.
And if we're lucky, if one of them have recorded before me, they'll play it in your headphones. So you feel like, okay, I'm actually talking to the character. But that's only if you go last. I hate when I go first. I'm like, God damn it, they're gonna get this and that. But
otherwise, you get Kirk trying to be
like our director.
He'll read through the script, and then she said, and then
but he'll do the voice.
Like funny voices.
Yeah. Especially when he does Kate Sith, he'll do full on Scottish. It's great.
It's a very collaborative process.
Yeah.
It's not just us, you know, doing our best acting. We give out 3 takes and sometimes up to 30. And our director,
Don't laugh at that.
no, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone.
Right, guys? Right?
Right? 30 takes. Yeah, and our writers and our directors are there to help guide us as well. So a lot of that is all collaborative.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at the time, and we have come to the end of our time already. Time flies when you're having fun. I know, we love you so much. Thank you so much.
Come to our tables. They can ask you questions there.
Yeah, you can find them through the rest of the weekend tables. I want to thank all of you for your time today, and all of you for your time and your incredible questions. Let us hear it for Brianna.
Any more for you guys?
Dude, if they still have mine left, I'm
you.
Thank you.